Ravi, you had a very interesting theory based on the last few episodes, I think.
I did, and I'm probably going to mess up some names here. So when I do,
We're here.
I will pause.
We will fill you in.
And you can just jump in there.
Artemina.
Kind of like what you're doing right now.
Aaron
Can't even let me
Hombre
finish a
Jaeger.
fucking sentence.
Go
Levi.
Well,
Go Ted.
Hanji.
so the theory goes like this. So there is this individual named Kruger who has the attack Titan power well before, obviously, Aaron has it, before his father, Grisha Jaeger. Yeah. Now, Grisha Jaeger and Kruger on the island of...
Well, Marley.
on Marley, they run into each other when Grisha is a kid, right? And they kind of keep in touch, or Kruger is aware of this kid for a while, up until the point when Grisha is taken to Paradise and Kruger reveals everything to him, right? It's kind of like
throws the hat like a fucking badass.
It's kind of like a master and apprentice, or a Padawan and a Jedi Knight, you know? That type of... That's how it kind of, to me, was played off. So my theory is we see Falco, the little blonde individual, one of the new warrior cadets, a new character introduced to us in the first episode. We see him and the character who we realize is Aaron run into each other a number of different times. And it doesn't appear like it's on coincidence. It's almost like Aaron is putting himself in the way so that these two interact. Yeah. So my theory is Aaron, kind of how Kruger was aware of Grisha, it's the same type of kind of setup where Aaron knows that Falco is going to be the one to take on the attack Titan power. Because remember, there's this memory thing that's coming to completely shared. Yep. So he has attached himself to Falco, or been close to Falco, so that he can kind of prep his apprentice, if you will, to take on this power. That's kind of my ultimate thing. And the other reason I bring up this theory is because Falco is the one we've seen in all of the closing sequences. He's the little kid. And if you look at the end credits of season 4, where he's kind of this kid in war running, it's all mystical. It's very similar to season 1 and Aaron, where it's all mystical and chasing after himself and blah, blah, blah.
And maybe the best evidence for your theory is in Arjuna's favorite anime episode ever, Aaron, I think, keeps him there to hear the whole story. Yes. Why would he do that if, other than he likes the kid?
He wants to be eaten by him.
Yes. Oh man, he's chosen his.
I want you to eat me.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my major theory there. But then Arjun, you took it. Is it you who took it a step further, or you who took it?
It was me.
Okay.
The evidence that you've presented is actually super compelling. For some reason, I think it's him trying to get to Gabby. Only because Gabby is like Aaron 2.0, but now that you've pretty much laid out your ideas and your theory, it does seem like it would be weird for Aaron to try and get to Gabby by interacting this much with Falco, right? And perhaps maybe Gabby's too much like Aaron. Maybe you don't want another Aaron with those powers.
So I remember you saying this when we watched the earlier seasons of Attack on Titan. You were very annoyed with the character of Armin.
Yes.
Being this whining, pain in the ass character that just complains, right?
Yeah.
Gabby has kind of become this somewhat annoying character she's not complaining. The reasoning is very legit, definitely.
She's going the same way Aaron was in the first few seasons.
Yes. So, but she's presented as this kind of more like annoying type character, right? As opposed to like Falco, who's kind of, to a degree, like he's there, but he's a little bit more mysterious in terms of we're still trying to figure out his whole thing.
I think it's kind of obvious what his thing is that he is a good person. He's on the side of, we need to stop doing bad stuff to each other. That's on like both sides, right? He doesn't like the fact that Marleyans kill Eldians and Eldians kill Marleyans. Like he just seems like he's like the voice of conscience. Like he's the voice of reason, trying to get through to Gabby. Be like you. Like, look, use your eyes, use your brain. Like,
and that,
look at what's going on around.
And I think that would, to a degree, I think that makes it even more interesting if he does take on the power that Eren has.
Yeah.
Because if you've got this like neutral person, right? They could
gets done.
say
That's why it could be Gabby because
right, but in the right hands though, it could be a better place for this power to go, and then maybe just disappear from this world, as opposed to someone who is extreme like Eren or someone who's extreme like Gabby, where it's just they just want the end of their enemy essentially.
Yeah, but the power is there though to protect the Eldians. So if
I would
say
yeah.
Falco gets it and he's neutral and he truly decides like, I gotta get rid of this power, so he goes into hiding or something. That doesn't help the Eldians at all. In fact, that takes away their only protection against the rest of the world who hate them. They're still devils, right, to the rest of the world. So,
well, that's the thing though. They're devils because of the Titan power. If he's able to take all the Titan power away, and there is no more Titans, and you can't make any more Titans, you've level set everything.
Like the Avatar taking away Ozai's powers at the end in the finale of Avatar.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Exactly that. If you take away the power, then it's level set. There's no more threat.
Yeah.
All right, so Avatar,
Shit, I think we just figured out how this ends. The Titan power is taken away. The end.
By Falco.
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 Falco will take the power away.
It's quite a theory.
Because remember, there's that other thing that's presented in the world where, if the owner of a Titan power dies and it's not Ian, the power just goes into the ether and someone else picks it up.
Yeah.
We only know that because some Tom, Dick, or Harry said that. And like we've seen in the last episode, people say shit and they lie about shit.
Yeah.
So nothing
unreliable.
All of it's unreliable information. So it's very possible that that this Falco is this neutral thing that will realize, Eldian is a threat because they have this Titan thing. People are threatened by it. People are afraid of it. There's also all this misinformation in terms of history.
Or Gabby gets the powers, but Eren is seeing through Gabby that Falco is a person that's going to keep her on the straight and narrow. So that's why he is giving Falco all of this.
Similar like Mikasa and Armin to Eren at one point.
Exactly. He's
like a grounding point.
Yeah. He's seeing Falco through Gabby's eyes.
Right.
And it's like, this person's super important for her to do whatever it is she has to do. Right? Because if Falco gets it, it makes Gabby almost useless, I think.
I don't think so.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because at this point, she's been pretty broken down. Her ideals are getting broken down like crazy. Every episode, she's losing more and more of her identity. That is everything to her, right? Her personality, or her feelings on Eldians, the devils.
Right.
So if he ends up with the powers, I guess she could become like an Eren Mikasa sort of combination, like a really powerful warrior who's a little gun ho. But it seems to me like she's destined for a little bit more than that.
I think she's been presented as a character so far that is the opposite side's Eren, right? Where obviously more capable, obviously has that same type of anger and continuing the question of like who shot first doesn't matter, like revenge, kill everyone, blah blah blah.
They're devils.
But it seems like and I think we talked about this on the pod in previous weeks, but it seems like almost she's going to be redeemed and like Eren isn't. So I think that is kind of where her character is going to come in play. Like, is she's redeemed somehow potentially at the end? Maybe she is redeemed because she saved.
She's getting there.
She saves like an important a person from Paradise Island. Like maybe she saves an Armin or a Mikasa, right? Which you never would have guessed when we first started with her character and especially like what she's done.
Or she kills somebody major like a Zeke.
Potentially, yeah. I think Levi and Zeke are going to be the two that fight off and kill each other.
I think Levi.
At least that's how they've set up their characters.
I think so. Here's what I think is going to happen. This is just all out theories. I'm really sorry, Michael, as well, our producer, who is not caught up. But my theory is that Levi and Zeke will fight. Levi is actually going to have Zeke at sword point and be about to kill him. Eren comes in and kills Levi. I think that's exactly how it's going down. Because that it's got to be brutal. And it's got to be Levi and Eren because Levi has been using Eren as a punching bag for 4 seasons.
Levi's
Deservedly
the protagonist.
so.
Yeah, but he's a dead man, though.
No, he's the only survivor.
I really wish he was, but
I'm going to read the manga, by the way, so all of this spoiling, be
it's over.
prepared for revenge.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But yeah,
Do we?
that's
I
my
mean,
prediction.
who is the protagonist of this? Is it Armin because he was the opening narration?
It's us. We're the good guys. The viewer is the good guy.
I love that.
The viewer is the good guy.
I think it's pretty obvious who the protagonist is. It's Connie.